Do you feel that in a time when we are more connected than ever, we are drifting away from real human connections, especially to ourselves? I do. Hi, I'm Leticia Latino, and I want to invite you to join me and my very inspiring guests in exploring ways to reconnect to your essence, to your definite purpose, to what makes you tick. Are you ready? Hello, everybody, and welcome to a new episode of Back to Basics, Reconnecting to the Essence of You. Today I have a special guest because, as you know, I've been doing coronavirus series where I bring on guests that are doing something special, helping us fight the pandemic. And also I'm doing the Pink Shoe Sister, which is my co-authors in the book Women in Business Leading the Way. So I have Kristen Billingsley with me today. She's the president of Heavy Duty Bus Parts and the owner of KB's Community, a health and wellness offering. And she happens to be a perfect episode for both the series, the coronavirus and the Pink Shoe Sister. Hello, KB. How you doing?
Hello, Leticia, and thank you for having me here with you today.
From the moment I met you during our book journey, I've been a fan of yours, and I think we have a lot in common, but you also have a lot of wisdom to share. So to me, it was a no-brainer to bring you on the show. And obviously, you know, your company, Heavy Duty Bus Parts, you're going to talk more about it. But I know that in a time like this of extreme hardship, there's no kids going to school, and you actually repurpose the mission for, at least for a little bit, of your company, and you're helping a lot in the coronavirus pandemic. So I want you to talk about that and how now you guys are building masks.
Yes, ma'am. So we are a school bus. We don't manufacture school buses. We manufacture the seating, lighting, and some components for school buses. So, of course, with schools being closed, the buses are not running unless they're being run for special events to deliver food, to help people in need, deliver supplies, PPE supplies. So a lot of they're not working on the buses. They're not preparing them for the school routes. They're not fixing the seat covers, all of the things. So our general manager, Brandon Smeltzer, became very resourceful and figured out a way that we would be able to utilize our equipment, some of our materials, and then supplement with some materials to make the face mask. So the surgical face mask will be some of the material we were waiting on was going to come in this week. And so at that point, we'll be able to start the production. The N95s, which is a little bit more complex than a mask because it's the extra protection that they'll need during surgeries and during more extensive quarantines to protect themselves. So those are still in the process of testing. But the surgical mask we're hoping to have into production next week. And then we're also exploring the hand sanitizer to be able to give hand sanitizer as well. It's just becoming resourceful. It's being able to, maintain flow with your business, your employees, because our employees are they're our team, but they're like family. They've been in the Billingsley family for years, since some of them since the early 70s. And some came out from Billingsley Parts and Equipment over, and then some have been with Heavy Duty. And it's just important for all of us to stay in the flow and be productive at this time as we're healing and changing and building communities to help one another.
I think that's so right on. And I was personally impressed when I heard what you guys were doing. And I think it's important for the audience of this podcast because I try to always bring people that inspire. That, one of my mottos is that I love making the impossible possible. Like when
Yes.
people say that's not possible, oh my God, that's such a turn on for me.
Right.
I'm like,
Me
what?
too. It's like, okay, let me find my yes. If they're saying it's not, where's that yes? Because I know it's there.
Exactly. And so I always strive to bring people into this podcast that think like that, so that anybody out there that's listening and that has an idea or that could repurpose anything that they're doing, to help the situation, they know that, you're going out of the way. I mean, you build certain bus parts, and now you are building, the N95 mask, which is so needed in these times. So that definitely, I mean, it's not something like, oh, they're going and building something that's similar, it's
Right.
something very
And
different.
that's Brandon Smeltzer. He's there on the day to day, innovating and managing, and then all the employees, their teams. We work as a team, and we all know that we need each other, and especially we've known that, especially since the death of Brandon. So it's my late husband's business, and he died in 2014. So we experienced something similar to this. I mean, it's different, but it's similar. It's a lot of the same emotions, the feelings, the uniting, the having each other's back, picking each other up when we're down. It's a lot of the same emotions as you're riding through this. So I'm so grateful for everyone stepping up to go above and beyond, because it's not just about me, it's about all of us. And it's powerful whenever you feel the energy of everyone coming together to love and support us through this. And it's not just us, it goes out. We're in the safety industry. That's what we eat, breathe, and sleep safety. That's just what we do with the school buses. So it's very important to us. And if we can step up and do something, then by golly, we're going to find that yes and that opportunity and step up and do it.
It's interesting that you just share, how you became, the president of the company. And I remember the first time we met and we went to a dinner and we were doing the first interview for our book. Everybody was kind of sharing their story and their company. And I remember, because you're so cheery and so light and your energy is just so beautiful, that when you're having this smile and you're sharing this story, how your husband passed away on a fishing trip. Is that correct?
Yes. Yes, ma'am.
And you share it in a way where we were kind of shocked, like after that, and to see, the grace with which you told the story and how you recovered from it and all that, that we, I remember being in awe of you, such a powerful story. So if you can share a little bit, because again, this is something that I know can inspire someone out there. I mean, you recovered from probably one of the greatest tragedies any as a
Oh,
woman.
Leticia, I think that I'm still recovering from it. I don't think that it fully ever goes away. You find a new way of living with it. It's a new normal, and there's triggers, there's emotions, there's times when, even like with right now and the kids and schooling your own kids, where it's heavy and it's like, I need some help. I want something to bounce something off somebody. And I reach out to the people that have been placed in my life, the human angels that I know I can depend on and get the support and the feedback from. But it's an interesting journey, and I'm not going to cuss on here, but I call them effed up blessings. Um,
Yes.
because in every effed up situation, there are blessings, and it's reaching out for those blessings and finding those blessings, because they carry you through the dark moments, because we have them. We all
Ah,
have them,
I imagine.
and yeah. And then, this will take us back to my childhood a little bit. My parents divorced whenever I was young, and they both remarried. And then, your husband, you go through life, right? I'm a child, I go through life. And then your husband, he goes on a fishing trip and he dies. And then it's like you're in this and this happens. And then it's like, oh gosh, I have some abandonment issues that I need to tackle. Like
Yeah. Yeah.
it would like send me sometimes in almost panic attacks, to where these tools that I use and that I'm teaching through KB's community as what has helped me heal, helped me be strong through the tears, through the smiles, and just be light, because we don't know when our lives are going to change, and we get so human. And part of, even with the COVID and what we're doing, what's happening right now is making us all get still, making us get back to the basics, making us start cooking with our kids and working with our kids, even though this homeschool stuff is a whole different program. And I'm glad, and I'm so grateful these junior high teachers reach out and don't make me be the middleman. Like, they want to directly talk to the kids, which I think is beautiful.
Yeah, absolutely.
So, um, But it's just, and most importantly, Leticia, it's loving myself, because when I'm loving myself, I'm able to share with grace and be honest and communicate my truth. Because like you said, you don't know when someone's going through something and they're fighting an inner battle where you say that one key word, or you give this one hint or advice, and then it's like, oh, you helped them. And that's what I feel like is part of my mission here,
I
is to provide those tools and safety.
I believe it, and it's funny because in a way, your late husband's business, as you say, it's when you say like that, heavy duty bus parts, it almost sounds like, okay, that's interesting. It's very specific, but then you hear you talking about it, and how you want to bring innovation into the safety of our children and going safer to school, and really the main purpose, and you're like, oh, that's like a big calling.
It is. And, and we were I didn't even know anything about, I mean, I rode a school bus as a child, she would drive by, Miss Haynes. I remember her. I will never forget that lady. She was a human angel for sure. And she would drive by and honk the horn and then pass our stop, because we weren't out there, of course, me and my sister. And then she'd do the route and come back by and pick us up. And, but I've been on that side of it, but never on this side. And when I started dating my late husband, he would bring me to the trade shows with him, and he would have me stand in the booth, and I didn't know anything about anything at that point in the program. But it was that, hey, get out there and learn it. And then in 2014, it was another swift kick, get out there and learn it at a different level.
Yeah, well, you were in training, you didn't even know it. God put you there
right.
to train with him, which is crazy if you think about it.
Oh, he trained me. He gave me so much insights to things that I didn't even realize the wisdom and the messages that he was giving me here on this human plane until now he's not here. And I think back about our conversations, and I think back about lots of events and things, and it was all guidance, and it's guiding me now, and he's connecting with me and able to still help transform what heavy duty and what I'm here to do. And it's pretty powerful stuff.
Well, I read in a very good book, by the way, that I've only read, and I know the audience doesn't have it yet, but I do have the full book, and I read your chapter, and it's a great chapter, by the way. And I love when you say that you are a follow the signs and whisper kind of gal.
Yes.
And so I would love for you to, just because you're bringing it up, I'm kind of the same. I love, the movie Serendipity is like I can watch it 100 million times. It's a little cliche, but I really feel that's how life plays out. That if you pay attention, the signs are out there.
They are, and they guide us and direct us. And, and back to how us being quarantined, it's making us get quiet, and it's meditating, and it's aligning, because when you align and you ground yourself and you connect with source, angels, God, divine, however you label it, when you do that and you bring it into your heart center, and you ask, like, show me the truth in all things. What do I do about this? What's my next step? Oh my gosh, this person just really pissed me off. What do I do? What do I do with this? How do I handle this with grace? And you get quiet, and those messages come, and then it directs you, and it tells you, oh, this person, reach out to them, heal this, send this email, have this conversation, make this be your next step in your growth. It's really powerful, because all the answers are inside of us. We have this search for to look for it in TVs and books and the internet and all the different aspects that we look. When if we get quiet, the answers it's in our hearts. It's in our hearts. It's in our soul. It's part of our being. And tapping into that is pretty important.
Wow,
I've learned.
I've learned. That is very good. I mean, what you just said at least hits me in a special way, because I agree with you. I love to read, and I love to go to books, but I definitely agree with you. Sometimes, like, there's a decision I had to make all week long, and I'm hesitating because it requires to spend money, and given the time that we're in, you don't want to spend money, you want to save. That's that's kind of the instinct, right? And but then you
Right.
know, well, but if I don't invest anything, then how am I going to get to the next level? And so it had been bothering me all week because I want to do it, but I'm like, no, no, no. And then something came to my mind. It's like, you just do it. Send the email.
Send the email.
And I
Yes.
send the
And
email and I feel much better. And of course, I worry about other things, but it just is when you know that you have to do it, you resist it, but then you do it and you feel good about it.
yes, because you're in your path, you're in your mission, you're following where we're supposed to go. And our human mind gets we get in our own way a lot of times. A lot of
Absolutely. And
times.
we sabotage ourselves a lot of
Yes,
times.
yes, we do. We do.
That's amazing. So I definitely, well, anybody listening to this interview say, "Whoa, she definitely went out a differently way about this interview." But I know we wanted to talk to so many things with you, and I knew you're a very spiritual person, so I knew I was gonna get to what makes you tick. But so you're the president of the, the boss business that it used to be your late husband's, and then you became the owner of KB's Community. And
Yes,
I would love for you to share with us what about KB's Community.
so KB's community has done quite the transformation. It started out as KB's Make and Take, and it was a farm to table eatery, essential oil and salt bar where you come in and make your custom salts, and we sold products, and we had yoga and waxing, and it was just a group of us, and we all leased, and some things happened, and of course, you follow your guidance systems even whenever it's uncomfortable as all get out. You follow, and you're guided and directed, and it transformed to more of an online. So we dropped some of the yoga and the waxing and the farm to table eatery, and it's going more to an online health and wellness hub. So it's building community. So we support different people around here, and we're working on. I do singing bowls. So like you sing SING, oh, singing bowls. So it's sound healing. And so it's the vibrations and the frequencies of the bowl align and clear out and strengthen your chakra system, which your chakra system is your energy system. So I'm delving more into that side of it, and I'm working on a chakra buster series. So it'll take us into each chakra, what it means, what their functions are, what organs it operates, what emotions it operates, and then I'll have like a session for it. And I have a YouTube channel, so it's KB's Community is how I brand it on everything, even through heavy duty filters through that. So it's under one umbrella, and you can look us up online, email, all those things. But it's providing people tools to help heal themselves, because that's part of our journey here as we're walking on this earthly plane, is learning and growing, right? Sometimes we're the teacher, sometimes we're the student. Sometimes you have to find the balance of it both, and I'm educating myself and furthering my education to provide tools to every person. I mean, I work with kids, men, women, you name it, young adults, teenagers. Some have resistance, but it's just not their time to fully open up to this method of therapy. But it's something that I've used since Brandon has died, and it really has helped me. And so when you find tools that help, I want to share them, and I want to help others. So that's one of my biggest goals and my mission. And what I'm being redirected to do is on this and marry the school bus industry with what I'm doing, because we all need this. It's not that, well, you're in this field or you're in that field. No, we're human. Any human has things to heal, has things to love and let go, and all of the stuff that we're here journeying through.
I can definitely see that. And it's now this whole coronavirus thing has changed the way we interact with each other. The way I was telling my husband that I think even gyms will suffer from this, in the sense that a lot of people are realizing that this online exercising and online meditation and all, it's gonna take a different life after we're done with this.
It is.
So I think that presents a great opportunity for you even if maybe the KB community didn't shape up as you initially envisioned it, maybe this is even better because it's gonna give you a platform that now everybody's getting used to, and to do it online, you can reach so many more people.
That's right. And I was being drawn to do this even before it happened. And I kind of got the swift kick, like, nope, this is what you're doing. When everything happened, it's like, nope, you're on the right path. This is the way it's supposed to be happening right now. And, and even so I do Camp Gladiator, and it's a we all meet and work out. It's usually in a school parking lot. I choose the 5 a.m. I'm an early
Oh my
riser.
gosh.
Now it's a little different because it's like, I'll get up at 5 a.m. or 4 a.m., do my workout, and it's like, okay, because you have a lot more time in the day, even though it seems like we have a lot more time. I'm busier, and it's a different busy, and it's not like an exhausting busy. It's a loving myself busy, and but with Camp Gladiator, that was really cool because we go on. It's a Zoom meeting, and they were in the last 3 weeks. They did where they were sending out the Zoom links that anybody could work out. So it was uniting people in my workouts from in different states. In Michigan, there was someone from Canada, and it's just really cool to see, like what you were saying, how we're navigating and changing the way that we are communicating. And it's making us all appreciate those hugs. I'm a hugger, and I'm a
Yeah.
heart to heart hugger. And we all, most humans go the opposite way, and we hug, not our heart to heart. So I bet there's a lot more connecting coming in when this all comes together, because this too shall pass.
These two shall pass. I agree. I agree. And well, I cannot end the interview without asking you about the whole book journey and how has it been for you and what have you taken from it, and just, share something about that whole journey.
I think that this book opportunity was just what my soul needed. After going through everything with Brandon, with the company, it had some things that, we're still cleaning up. We're still recovering from, because it was a lot to do. It took me 2 years to even just get everything switched and turned around, and all the things that go along with it that we don't realize until you're in it and you're having to do it all. And you ladies stepping in my world, it was perfect divine timing, because y'all fill me up. Y'all fill my cup up, right? We all need help filling each other's cup and being loved. And the love and support that have come from this group of women, it's amazing. It's outstanding. It's the energy. And it's, you have all of us. There 14 of us, and we're all from different backgrounds. We all have different careers, but there's so much love, and there's so much respect, and there's so much help, and it's community, and it's what KB's community is. It's like community. Let's build community. Let's work together. Let's build each other up. Why are we knocking each other down? It's just, let's build each other up and love each other. So being on this book journey and writing the book, Leticia, when you're writing your chapter and what you're experiencing in your life as you're writing your chapter, and they parallel, it is super healing. It's very healing.
I can relate. Yes, definitely. It helps you when you put things in writing, right? I journal a lot, and I have diaries from very, very young. And sometimes you do more or less than that. But I think it's so powerful just to put your thoughts in writing. And
Mm-hmm.
yeah, for me also writing my chapter was cathartic, and but I've said it's sometimes, and I'll say it again, and sometimes maybe in this series with the Pink Shoe Ladies, I'll repeat myself, but for the audience, but I never went into it, knowing what to expect. I just thought this is fun and let me just get out of my comfort zone and let me do this. And then you meet this amazing group of people and they're all supporting you, as you just said. And you just feel like our connection was almost immediate that
Immediate.
first
Oh,
night.
Yes, I had so much love. I mean, whenever you showed up, because didn't you show up to dinner? Your plane got, because all of our planes came in at different times. And I think we were already sitting there and you came in, and it was just like, I felt this connection with you energetically before we even dialogued.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, I had the tough spot. You all were already whining. Some of you had gotten some pink shoe tattoo already the day before. And so I got there. My plane was late. But it was like exactly what you're saying. Like I always immediately felt welcome in the group,
Mhm.
and everybody has an amazing story to tell, and that's why I say, wow, this is perfect for my podcast. Why do I struggle with who to bring in if I have 14 inspired women
Right?
that are very
Right?
successful business owners? That just to say something, and just inspirational all around. So KB, to end, I always ask the same question, and I hear the birds and the water, so I'm sure you're in a very calming setting, which is
Yes,
nice.
I decided to be in one of my happy spots at my house outside. I spend a lot of time out here, and you hear the pool fountain.
uh,
I do my bowl sessions out here. I did one. Y'all should check it out on YouTube. Was it last night or night before last? A storm blew in. Rain was like coming in on me, and the bulls were like giving. It was really. It was a really cool session.
Well, I would definitely
Yeah,
have your those
yeah.
links in the notes, but I'm doing the interview. I'm relaxed because I hear the little
It
birds and
is. Yes,
so thank you
yes.
for that. But that's how I normally end. It's like, what makes you tick? I ask people this question, and you just said, well, you're just sharing with us one of your happy spots. But is there
Hmm.
anything else that you want to share with us in terms of what keeps you excited about life? And you've gone through a lot. You've gone through more than most people go through in a lifetime, losing your husband and having to step in, and so many different experiences. So, what makes KB tick these days?
Oh, what makes me tick? That's a loaded question, I think. But,
Yeah.
I've been spending a lot of time, especially since we're in quarantine, with myself and getting comfortable with me and what messages that I want to put out, because I have this feeling inside of me that, and I'm being told by my angels that it's just really the beginning for me, that they have something for me that I feel it, and I know on some level, but I feel like it's this calm, and it's not because it's the calm before a storm. It's the calm, aligning me to get quiet, to meditate, to hear the message, to give me that catapult forward.
I love that. I love that. I think that's something that we can all look for people that don't have that calm. Like we definitely have to create the moment for it, and just make it a priority, right?
Yes, because if you don't, and I've been in the other feelings, and I dip into all emotions. I'm human as well. I have the sadness, the hurt, the grief, the abandonment, all of the things, but I've been taught tools how to pull myself out of that. So I know it, I feel it, I allow it to pass through my system, not owning it, but processing it and then releasing it. And we're coming back to love. Raise my vibration up to love, get me back and feeling love, and just looking in the mirror through tears, through a smile, and just saying, I love you, KB, and it sounds crazy, but when you're not feeling you're 100% and you need that little boost, and we have it, but sometimes it's, you just got to tap right inside and pull it out. And so it's tapping into that and being love and light. And even when I don't feel like being it, when you fake it to make it, it turns into it.
Well, I love you, KB, and I'm very blessed that we met through our journey and through our book. And so you definitely, of my Pink Shoe sisters, one of the ones that I really love talking to, love being around. Your energy is really contagious. You're an inspiration, and I really thank you for coming back to basics and sharing your amazing and inspiring story with all of us.
Yes, ma'am. I appreciate you, and I love you very much.
Thank you so much, and stay healthy. And we definitely
Yes,
will
ma'am.
share all your content so that we can go to that YouTube channel and see what you're up to in your happy spot.
Sounds good. And giving you a big virtual hug.
Thank
Heart
you.
to heart.
Heart to heart. Thank you, KB. Take care.
Yes, ma'am. All right.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye.